Greetings, this is Tristan. For today, we're going to discuss about energy saving. So, why am I pointing my camera to my two red light LED? So, it reminds me of a Terminator like this one. This is actress Kristana Loken from the Terminator 2. Okay, so she looks nice, she looks beautiful, but under her skin she is metal. Okay, so this is a Terminator. Of course, this is not her usual skull. I think this is the T800 one with the Arnold Schwarzenegger head. So if you can see, the eyes are glowing, so still active, still alive. That's why I'm pointing you to this one, to these two. These are still on standby power. So what is standby power have to do with our topic for today? When of course I'm not going to discuss about drawing, but I did prepare to draw this. So those glowing eyes, those LED lights, you might think it's convenience, but actually it's eating electricity. So from findings, I just researched, a usual US electrical bill per month is consuming 10% extra charge. So regular bill would be $111 US dollars. So here is no different from the Philippines. I know some regular users would reach probably 2,000 to 5,000 pesos. So 1,000 times 50, roughly just 5,000. So $100 in the US. Still, most consumers don't know that this kind of standby power is still eating electricity. It's not. That's the pros and cons about convenience. So convenience, you don't have to power down the electrical appliance. So in the background, it's consuming electricity. So how do we fix that? How do you save electricity for that? I just want you, I'm going to give you a pack about my electrical bills for the past 19 years. When I got married, my usual consumption of electricity is just roughly would be from the range of 400 to 600 pesos. So roughly is almost $10 or something, 10 above dollars, US dollars. So some of our friends and neighbors would are surprised from that kind of feeling, because it is a fact that I do observe my power consumption. For this demo, I don't usually let my electrical appliances like this one leaving on standby, because I know for the fact that it is still consuming electricity. So in the background, as long as it is plugged in your outlet, that thing is of course running on power, because how would an LED light would still give you that light? Of course, it's drawing something from some power, no? Although the appliance is on standby, over time those minute electrical charge or little power consumption that you could do is still eating power. So over time it would appear on your bills. So if you have many electrical appliances in your house, like let's say any appliance, any electronic appliance like microwaves or computers, especially computers, even if they on hibernate, and other copy, of course our copy makers, anything that you could see that they have a light on it, even though on a standby, like I said, I'm just repeating what I said, it's consuming power. So sometimes it is called vampire charge. So how do you, of course I keep saying, how do you save from that energy? Of course, the best thing you could do is unplug your appliance. That's the thing that's the discipline I do in consuming less power, especially this kind of month in December. There's a increase in charge per month, rate charge would be higher because of course, the most of the western world will be on winter, so they will be consuming, I mean, there will be more demand on heating up their homes. So we are also affected here in Asia, especially in the Philippines. We have the highest power charge power billings in Asia. So how do I do that? Of course, I just unplug every appliance I have. So to save you from that problem, you just make those things disappear. Just unplug it so your vampire charge will disappear. So that's how you do it. Of course, if you still want to have that convenience, you will still have those unwanted charge. I know some guys here in the Philippines would have those roughly sometimes more than 5,000 pesos in their monthly bill. Sometimes some would have 10,000 or 20,000, and they're just residential. They're just home use. They're not into business, and they consume that kind of electricity. So I don't know. Of course, the lifestyle of most people right now, we have some buying power, and so they could afford to have those bills, but they complain. Of course, they complain. They have bigger bills. Still, they're not doing anything. I know for some there are some gadgets that would help you lower your bills, but I don't believe on gadgets. I believe more on discipline. So if you discipline enough, plug those appliances that is still on their outlet, those bills will disappear. I don't know how much would some people would save on your electricity, but for me, like I said, our monthly bill is ranges from 400 to 600 depending on the month, depending on the monthly charge that the power company would rate for that month. So if you have that discipline, well, you could save some dollars or some pesos, and you could also save the planet because you're not consuming much energy, and carbon dioxide would not go to the atmosphere. So going back to our terminator here, so if you have some discipline, probably you wouldn't have those energy charges that you want. Okay, so terminator would sleep, so you could have a happy billings. No, your monthly bills would not be a horror experience. Again, this is Tristan, just keeping for some drawings, and I hope you learned something on this video about vampire charge. Thanks.